Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It's almost made it to Friday. We almost made it, y'all. One more day. AM and Dr. Fiza and Debbie and Ann. You just finished a video? You talking about for your channel? Let's see if I can get this Wi-Fi to work on this phone so I can see the live. There we go. Thank you, Ann. You can ask AM. I came right on time. Is the Gemini loyal to Dr. Fiza? Hey, Alex. Hey, Alice. How are you, baby? Is the Gemini loyal to Dr. Fiza? The Gemini be saying they loyal, then they don't be loyal. Do they do be? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love Geminis. My dad's a Gemini. I just be making jokes. Like, high vibrational Geminis, they know a little bit about everything. They're chocked full of useless information that's so interesting and addictive to listen to in conversation. Low vibrational Geminis, they be doing too much. They be liking you while they in the room with you. Then they be going to the other person and liking them while they in the room with them. You got to be watching them Geminis. Hey, Miss Bikini. You go, Miss Bikini. You got this. All right, you got the 4 of Swords and the 8 of Wands. So I feel like as long as you don't overdo it with this Gemini, everything will be smooth. These don't look like bad cards. The 4 of Swords is about peace. There could be times when you take breaks from each other. And then the 8 of Wands is a talking energy, multiple messages energy. It looks positive to me. Now, if you're asking me that question because you feel something is off, I would take time for myself and figure out, is it my ego trying to put fear in me, or is my intuition trying to show me a red flag, right? Because if you feel that way, but if it's a new connection, yeah, just don't overdo it. That's the message. You know, it's okay to have interactions, just don't overdo it with the 4 of Swords. It doesn't look bad to me, so. Thank you, Miss Bikini. All right. Alex says, would I enjoy myself if I hung out with Michael the Libra? Now let's talk about the Libras, since we done talked about the Geminis. You welcome, Dr. Fiza. So the Libras, when they love you and they on your side, they be trying to fight for that justice for you, baby. They finna stand up for you. When they low vibrational and they a little petty, they pretend like they don't like drama, but every time they are around the drama, they loving it. They're like, whatever that restaurant is, ooh, I'm loving it. You know? Dr. Fiza said, I'm a Libra. You're welcome. All right, well, Alex, enjoy the Libra. Y'all give me another one. I can roast all the signs because every single sign has good qualities and shitty qualities, right? Them Libras, they be like, I do not do drama, while they up in the middle of the drama. And they flippy floppy too. Like when they make a decision, you can easily change that Libra's mind. You give them a good pro and con list and it don't make a damn. They'll be like, oh, okay, balance the scale the other way now. What's wrong with me today? I done found these new B12 drops. I bought these, or B something. They methylfolated. I have to show them to y'all. I got them off the TikTok shop. But they did come from a state in America, right? And it says that like it'll renew your energy. So I only been taking them for 3 days. So we're going to try them out for a month and see. Fire and Pleasure says, I don't like air or water signs. Dang, you don't like half the population. Yeah, you need some, Debbie. Let me go get the bottle so Debbie can see what they are. You just got to make sure you get the ones from the correct brand company. So you got to actually get the ones from Triquetra. Let me type the name of the company in the chat because I don't want you to get some knockoff ones that ain't the real thing. That's the company that makes them, okay? But let me go get them. They have 2 different strengths, and they're just a vitamin, so it's not like they're anything bad. And basically, it says on there, like when I've researched it, that it's not going to help you if your body isn't deficient in this, right? But if you are deficient, you may not know it. And it's a water-soluble vitamin, so you can't overdose. But they have the 15 milligram and the 1 milligram. I would get the 15 because that's the one I've been using. And then you just put 10 drops under your tongue every morning. And 1 bottle will last you like a month or 2. So it's not expensive either. It's called L-methylfolate plus methylated B12. That's all it is. All right, Alex, I'm sorry. Alex is a Libra rising. See, he gets it. Fire and Pleasure, this was my grandmother's. She was like my second mother. And my mom got it after she passed away. And then when my mom moved in her apartment, she didn't have room for it. And I couldn't let it get out of the family because, you know, and I loved her so much. So I felt like using this in here would be good because I want to use this channel to like say something to make somebody happy or help people. And I feel like having her couch in here is just like a silent reminder or, you know, companion to push me, you know. So that's why I'm always going to keep it forever. Thank you. All right. Let's see if Alex is going to have fun with this Libra. Alex, you're going to have fun with the Libra. Thank you, AM. I used all my daughter's old decorations from her room when she changed up and just stuck them all on the wall since they were colorful. Yeah, it's like a green. I don't know. This couch has got to be so old. I don't know how old it is, but I know that my grandmother had it for years and years in her house. And then my mom got it. And then after she didn't have room for it, I'm like, I'll put it in my tarot room. It can be like my chair. I want you to talk about Capricorn next. Okay. The Fool card reversed and the 5 of Wands reversed. So this Libra, they're not going to be bringing you no bunch of drama if you hang out with them. I feel like overall it'll be peaceful. 5 of Wands reversed. However, keep in mind, when the Fool's reversed, they're not showing you their full self yet. They're not like opening up all the way. So you'll have to like get more times and places to go out to see their true self. Because like I said, they're going to be holding back a little bit. But it will be peaceful. You're not going to see any drama or anything like that. You're going to feel like it's an overall successful outing. Now, Capricorn, this is Capricorn, basically. If they're into you, they're going to give you the resting bitch face. You know. If they're not into you, they're going to give you the same face. So basically, you're going to have no clue, right? And are they about their munties? They're freaking munties. They want the bag. They are about the bag. They never know how to relax and chill out. Always so serious. Munties. They need their munties. All right. Hey, Margaret, is there money coming to Margaret from her divorce? And anybody you're welcome, Alex. Anybody that posts and I don't do it, I'm not ignoring you. The chat just goes up fast. So if you just hang out a minute, I'll get you. Hey, Simplify. Is Margaret going to get some money from her divorce? Is Margaret going to get munties from her divorce? Is Margaret going to get money from her divorce? Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming. Hey, Matt, how you doing, baby? Jack, I did not cut my hair. I need to cut my hair. Actually, I'm going to go back brown. I haven't been brown in years. So it's either going to be this Saturday or next Saturday, according to what day that the haircutting lady can do it. But I need to get me some cut off of it. It's definitely too long. All right, Margaret, what you got? Ace of Cups. And the underlying energy is the Eight of Cups reversed. So I don't know if you're going to get exactly what you want in money from your divorce. You may get something out of it because the Ace of Cups is here. That would be a yes card. But I just feel like you're not going to get what you're... Let's pretend you wanted $20,000 for in assets or money or whatever. You might get 8. You see? And I know that's not the number, but I'm just trying to give you the energy behind it. But with this Ace of Cups here, this divorce was definitely an act of self-love on your part. So that's way more valuable than anything. We all need money to live, so don't get it twisted. I'm not saying don't worry about the money. I'm just saying that part will work itself out as long as you keep going down this path of making decisions that prove to yourself and to the universe that you love you. Ace of Cups. Don't second guess it. This has been something that you were being spiritually nudged to do for some time. 8 of Cups reversed. Spirit kept not giving up on you. Spirit kept pushing you to do this. Spirit kept trying to get into your heart and say, hey, lady, you got to love you enough to do this and go through with it. So I don't know if you realize that. See, there's the High Priestess, another spiritual card, and the 10 of Wands, a burden card, and the 6 of Swords. This is going to bring you a lot of peace. And it may be a year from now before you can truly see the results. But you're going to look back and remember the things that you prayed for around this time in a year or two. And you're going to say, you know what? In a subtle way, I'm starting to see that I'm getting the things I prayed for back then. So you may be going through some roughness if you're going through a divorce currently. But the fact that you're taking that faith-led action to do something out of self-love for you, it's going to result in good things for you. Just don't get discouraged if you're not seeing immediate results in your 3D reality. Focus on what you're seeing internally, High Priestess, because everything that happens internally will eventually manifest outwardly. As within, so without. So just don't forget, okay, that you're doing this out of self-love. So I know that's not what you asked me, but it came out, so we're going with it. Okay. You have to be selfish because, which I don't call myself selfish, but some people might say I'm selfish. But I've learned that you have to be. You're welcome, Margaret. All right, Jack to None. Should me and my little family move to Vegas next month? Should Jack and his family move to Vegas next month? That makes me think of that Jelly Roll song. What is it? It's not serve. It's like save me. Oh, I'm sorry, Jack. My bad. Somebody save me. Me from myself. Well, I disagree, Aiden, about Vegas ain't a family city. Like, I've just heard around, like, some certain bloggers and YouTubers that live around there. I don't know how far Henderson is from there, but I know that's like a suburb. So, of course, you don't want to be in the slouchy side, in the slushy part of Vegas. But there are, like, suburbs for families. So, let's see. Okay, Miss Bikini, that's cool. Hey, Dan the Man, it is good. We had rain earlier, and I went to sleep. I left work for like an hour and a half early today, and I came home and took a nap, and it was wonderful. All right. Should Jack and her little family move to Vegas next month? Somebody save me. Me from myself. Queen of Wands. Star reversed. So this is something that you'll be glad you did once you get through the bumpy part of it. The star reversed is at the bottom. I had to hide the naked lady on it, but the Queen of Wands is here. So I feel like it's something that will be good for you and your family. You will feel rejuvenated for the change. You'll like the environment wherever you go to, but the star reversed is here. So you could get discouraged in the beginning. You're going to be like getting flustered because there will be challenges and obstacles. But to me, that's no matter what you do or move. Overall, you got the Queen of Wands, so I feel like it's a favorable thing for you to do. And done manifested you, Dan. Somebody save me. Yes, I'm going through that now. Thank you, Marley, for the reading. You are welcome. All right, will AM get any new genuine friends within this year? Just tired of having fake friends. Thank you, Matt. All right, AM, let's check. Will AM get any new genuine friends within this year? Somebody save me. Me from myself. AM and Matt are the same people. Matt comes in here a lot. Matt comes in here a lot. I don't have any reason to believe that. He goes to Mark's channel too, so Mark would have already picked up on that. The flower plushies look really cute, by the way. I love the pink color. I don't know if you call that a plushie or a pillow. Yeah, they were my daughter's. This one is pink and yellow. She had these in her room before, and then this one is like green. I figured they go with the green couch, with the hippie vibe. You're good, Matt. Don't. But thank you, Belle, for trying to look out. But you're good. AM said, we ain't the same person. I'm a woman. She a woman. All right. Is AM going to find some friends? Thank you, Ann. I get Emily secondhand decorations. I don't mind. Seven of Swords reversed. Six of Cups reversed. So it feels like to me, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I know exactly what to do within your energy to make it work, AM. So please don't take it like I'm trying to give you specific directions to fix it. Hey, Indigenous, but one thing I will say is there's some energy that is still in your field from your past, and it's something to do with hurt or needing to forgive or bitterness or something that someone did to you. Six of Cups reversed. Then the Temperance is here. So there's a need for you to balance that out, because the only reason why you're attracting these friends that are not authentic is because there's something in your energy that needs to be cleared, okay? And this is actually your subconscious mind's way of bringing it to your attention so that you can transmute it and get it out of your way. Seven of Swords reversed. I don't know if you blame yourself, because the Seven of Swords reversed can be guilt, it can be blame, or with the Six of Cups reversed here, it can be you feeling bitterness or holding a grudge towards someone that did something to you in the past and you haven't transmuted it. What do I mean by transmuted it? With the Temperance, the easiest way that I've come up with transmuting energy is taking a journal and writing down all the things you can think of that really pop up in your mind from your past that gave you a sense of anger, sadness, bitterness, holding grudges, all those things. Put it on one side of the paper. The other side, draw a line down the middle and assign positive meanings to those things. How did this help you become a better person? How can you become grateful for these experiences? Then bam, that's how you keep attracting who or whatever it's a pattern, and it's being shown, like you're actually becoming conscious of the pattern. So that's the good thing about it. It's no longer in your shadow. It's something you're being conscious of. Why do I keep attracting all these inauthentic friends? Well, it's something that needs to be cleared in your energy. So I feel like if you can do that, then yes, you will attract new energetic dynamics in your friend groups. Temperance card. Hey, John. Dan said, I'm modding at another room. Come back and check on you. Okay, Dan, thank you for letting me know. So I hope that made sense, AM. All right, Matt wants a general card. You welcome, AM. You welcome, Miss Bikini. We love you. And I want to tell you something, Miss Bikini. You need to get this brand aloe water, ALO exposed. You need to type it in on Google, and there's a website online. It's a restaurant company that you can order them by the box, and they come in 12 bottles of 16.9 ounce, and they're better for you. They don't have as much sugar in them, and then you can add water, like put this much aloe water and then fill it up with water, and they'll last longer. Indigenous, I probably didn't if I didn't answer you, baby. I'm on a cell phone for the live, so a lot of times if it passes by too fast, I miss it. The words are really little. All right, a general reading for Matt. There's none left. Miss Bikini said I drunk it all. I need to send you that website I'm talking about so you can get you some. I know it. I love you, Miss Bikini. Unless it filtered your comment out. I got it on all messages, so it shouldn't have. You welcome. All right, general for Matt. I had asked. Okay, Ann, I'll get you next, baby. I was asking what happened to the 90s cartoon party we were supposed to have live. We need to do it, y'all. You're so right. We need to have the 90s cartoon party. First of all, will that mess me up if we watch TV live? Like, will they strike my channel? I did forget, but I remember we talked about it one night when we went on that 5-hour live. You welcome, Ann. Will they strike it? Because if not, if they will, I can just go over on my TikTok. I don't have any post on there, but we could use it to watch the cartoons. Like, I could post my TikTok link on the community tab, and the people that want to join it could just come over there. We need to do it. That's what we'll do. I will give y'all a like a heads up. We'll try to do it one weekend. You would join in, Alex? And Ann will go, and we got to have Indigenous. Okay, not NASA? Thank you, baby. I didn't know. My phone's on Do Not Disturb, so I just looked at the tablet, and it shows it to me. So if you want to post your question... Good. All right, Matt has the 2 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles reversed and the King of Pentacles reversed. Dan is back. So Matt, for your general message, if you have an option coming up with 2 choices or two main choices, and you feel kind of like you're at a crossroads, Spirit is saying pick a path and start walking, because ultimately whichever one you pick is not going to be your long-term spot on your timeline. It's just a short transitionary period that you're not going to see a whole lot out of. It's more like a bump contract, 7 of Pentacles reversed. It's just something to get you going in that certain direction. So I don't know if this makes sense yet. King of Pentacles is reversed. Again, it's not something you're going to stake at long term, but you might get stuck longer than you have to because you're not going to know which way to go or how to juggle whatever it is. Just remember, it's short term if you're already in that, or if you have a choice to make, left, right, up, down, it really doesn't matter. You can just pick one and start walking. The main thing to remember is pick a path and start walking, okay? Well, good, Indigenous. I will make sure I put it on my community tab just in case you miss me when I'm live and say it. Did I miss NASA's question? Oh, you just said general love. So NASA, do you mean, you're welcome, Matt. NASA, do you mean like, is there new people coming in? Or do you mean like a certain person you want to know about? You don't have to be specific, but it just might help me answer you better. Yo, 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 it's Marky Mark's Tarot. I'm good. How are you, Mark? I came home an hour and a half early from work and took me a nap. Naps are the best. Whatever comes out. Okay, so I know you're like, what the hell, Marley? Shut up and read the cards. But do you want to know if there's past energy coming? I just want to know what intention I need to put into it when I'm asking the questions. So do you want to know about anybody from your past, or do you only want to know new? I try to get where I'm more specific so I can make sure that I answer it correctly. New. All right, we want to know about new love. Got you. All right, NASA donated for a mini read, y'all. So if you want a free question, just hang around and I'll get you in a minute. Now I'm trying to figure out what deck I want to use. Let's use this one. I haven't used this one in like a week or two. It's a really cute deck. They're just so thick, it's hard to shuffle sometimes. All right, NASA. 6 shuffles on new love options coming in. Y'all see how thick it is? I can't like shuffle it like I do the other ones. That sounds good, Anne. In the bed with the snacks. Big back, big back. Big back, big back. All her back is loaded up with snacks and different foods. Squeeze into this tiny shirt, her big back has no room. Big back, big back. All right, last shuffle, I'm gonna shut up. I swear these freaking B12 drops are on to something. I'm only on day 3, y'all, and I feel good. I took a nap today. Maybe that's it. I haven't even had any bunch of sugar or nothing. I don't even have honey. Oh, no. Something fell on the floor. Now we got to look under here to get it. Oh, my big back don't like coming down here. It was the Queen of Swords, NASA. So the first thing I'm getting with that is, as far as attracting new things in, it's imperative that you really have healthy boundaries. Now, what do I mean by that? Most people in the tarot community, when they say put boundaries up, they go too far. In my opinion, this is some Marleyology, so it doesn't have to be facts. It's just the way I see it. When you put boundaries up too much, then it will make it where the true love options that are good for you can't get in or find you because your walls are too high. When you sweep the red flags under the rug and you virtually have no boundaries because you just want a new person, then you get yourself into a vicious cycle of having the same sort of people with the same lessons to learn because you're allowing in too many things. So it's a fine line, and it's making me think of Libra energy, like the scales, right? Try not to be too harsh with your boundaries, and also at the same time, don't let a new person in that's teaching you the same grubby lesson. Really focus on what's your gut telling you, right? But you got the Queen of Swords, so it's like it's imperative about boundaries for whatever reason to do with new energies or new people or new options. 6 of Cups reversed, that's past energy. 2 of Pentacles reversed. Also, what's really important, NASA, this is all internal stuff. This ain't nothing you got to tell anybody you do. It's something you need to be consciously aware of it starting tomorrow when you wake up and get out of the bed. Make your mind up firmly that you don't want the past, and also focus on transmuting any negative connections. The energetic ball that was created during those negative connections, if you haven't transmuted it yet, energy's never created nor destroyed. It only takes new shapes, right? So basically, if you have any past connections, I just told somebody else this. The only way I know how to do it is a journal. Everybody's different, so you might have a different way to do it. But take a journal, write down any past connection or person that you can remember that made you feel pain, sadness, bitterness, made you hold grudge, made you do all those things, right? Write down a positive meaning to it. Even if you truly don't believe the meaning, you got to start somewhere, right? Assign a positive meaning. You're the creator of your timeline. So this is about you preparing your closet for the new outfit to come in. That's basically what your job is right now in your energy. Your job is to make the closet where there's plenty of room for that new shiny dress that you're wanting, which is a new love connection. So as you make your mind up firmly and completely not to allow a past person back in, and you assign that positive meaning to those negative connections from your past. That's a lot easier said than done. And you might have to do this and tell yourself this over and over. Sometimes repetition is the only way we can get things to stick, while also having those healthy boundaries when new things come in. I love cheesecake too. All right, we need to know if NASA's got some new options coming in the next month or two. That's the intention I'm putting in it. In the next month or two. Two of Wands reversed. So Spirit is definitely hammering home. Make your mind up. As I don't know if you're a fixed sign, but if you are, you will know what I mean. When a fixed sign makes their mind up, hell or high water cannot change it, usually. So a fixed sign energy, make your mind up. That's 2 cards out of 4 that is trying to make sure they shine a light on you completely making your mind up that the past is over. Don't have that feeling of, well, if they came in and they said they changed, I might give them another chance. Nope. I'm glad they taught me what they taught me. I wish them the best. This is what your energy needs to be saying. I wish them the best. That one cheated on me, but I'm so grateful that happened because it helped me open my eyes to the red flags. It helped me learn how to practice self-love. It helped me blah, blah, whatever it helped you do. You assign the meeting. Remember, you create your timeline. This is about making your mind up so your closet can be open for a new dress. All right, is there any new things coming for NASA in the next month or two? It's like preparation. The farmer that prepares for the rain or the one who just hopes for the rain. There's a way different vibe there, right? The one that prepares for it, he digs the ditches around. He plows his field. He plants his seeds so that when the water falls that he's preparing for, it's going to have a seed to grow and be abundant in his garden, you know? The farmer that just hopes it's raining but doesn't even plow his garden or put a seed in the ground, nothing's going to come of it but weeds, right? Four of Pentacles reversed. Releasing any negative feelings or grudges towards these past people. Again, preparing yourself. All energetic. The World energy, that is how you close out this cycle and start into your next cycle. I'm just trying to see if it's, new things coming in the next month or two. The World is here. So all of this reading so far has been nothing but trying to give you messages about how to energetically prepare for the new connection. So there may be a person, if you think of that person when I say this, that's the one you might need to focus on. There may be a person in your past that really done you very wrong, and you are right in thinking they did you wrong. But you got to get your power back by assigning a positive meaning to that experience. I'm going to do the little deck to see if anything else comes out. Because honestly, everything here is like giving you messages of preparation and it's repeating itself. And then it ends with the World card, which is a whole new cycle or chapter in your life because you've successfully transmuted and closed out the last one in terms of your love life, you know? And look, you want to know what's so cool about this? This card has the fixed signs in the 4 corners. What did I say? The fixed signs are the ones that make their mind up fully and completely. 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, both reversed. And that's the key to you closing out this cycle and starting fresh. She has no clothes on. She's getting a new type of connection. There's new dynamics in her connections. Why is that? Because she become a new version of herself. Her energetic signature has now changed. She's become grateful for everything before now because it's made her who she is today. And as she goes on her timeline in that grateful energy, when the new people come in, it's going to be a new dynamic. I'm psychic on Thursday. That's what it is, NASA. Marky say I'm psychic on Thursday. All right. Does it look like any new? Does it resonate, NASA? So far, does that resonate with you? I'm just curious because it felt like it was repeating itself. 2 of Wands. Five of Cups reversed. King of Pentacles. Look at there. I'm asking specifically about new options in the next couple months, okay? 9 of Wands. There's that boundary reminder. 2 of Wands reversed. Again, you got this twice from 2 decks about making your stubborn mind up. I feel like over the next couple months, you're going to have a person that you've already had a connection before now with come try to test you. You may wonder if you should, either way, should I do it or not? But then I also see a new energy, which is this King of Pentacles. It could be an earth sign, but it doesn't have to be. It can just be anyone that's in that energy, right? So I feel like 2 options. And when I say 2 months, it could be 1 month, it could be 3. I'm not good with time, just over the next couple months, right? 2 of Wands means you're going to have a choice. Do something here with this past person. The thing you should do is make your mind up and set your boundary. And if you do that, and you work on this transmutation that I'm describing up here, then here is an option of the King of Pentacles. Does it necessarily mean this is your life partner forever? Well, I don't know, but it's a new dynamic, so it's a possibility. It's someone that you should let in. That's a more healthier connection. So you can see if they're the one, you know, for you, if they match you. But I feel like with the 2 of Wands, it's something from your past that may try to message you or reach out. And then as long as you set your boundaries and work on that transmutation, then you got this King of Pentacles showing up. So your answer would be yes for new love, as long as you do this first part. So really focus on what you're feeling internally and how you're dealing with it. The journal's the only way I know how to tell you to do it, because that's what I do, but whatever works for you, right? Find your thing that works for you. At the end of the day, the end result is all that matters, that you get to this world energy so that you can have a new chapter or a new era for you. So I hope that made sense, NASA. Thank you, baby. You timestamp it in the comments when you leave. So every time you get discouraged about whatever's going on in your love life, you can just rewind that thing and listen again. You know what I'm saying? Because transmutation is good for anybody. You're very welcome, baby. Thank you. I'm so happy today we booked a beach trip for June the 12th through the 15th with me, my daughter, my son, and my mom. So I can be like Marky. I can go live with the waves in the background. I'm ready. I'm so ready. And it has a pool. It has a bar at the pool. I'm not going to get drunk, but I might have to get me a dang margarita. Just one won't hurt. Yes, I will be. And I have aloe gel too, Mark. I have both of them because I be getting burnt easy. Thank you, Alex. I'm so ready to go. All right, Bray says, can I ask if the guy I just met sincere and genuine? He's saying things that's too good to be true. Uh-oh. And Ann, I just remembered I didn't do yours. So 1 second, I'll do you next. My brain be going all over the place. Marky said, yes, but you have to carry the bags. I wish Ann could go. Marky trying to make Ann carry the bag. One thing about my mama, bruh. We only gonna be gone 3 nights. And I had this little zip up thing with enough shampoo and everything for all of us to use for 3 days easily. This lady be bringing a little laundry hamper with the big shampoo. She be making me have to tote 50 pounds worth of bathroom stuff. I try to tell her, just use mine, lady. We don't need to wash our ass that much. Just 3 days. All right, is this man sincere for Bray? Or Bree? If she comes in here, y'all gonna have to tell her. Alex, are you a Capricorn? Because she's a Capricorn. Didn't you say you're a Capricorn? So now I've found my next toxic trait for Capricorns. They like to use the big bottles of stuff on a 3-day trip. Lord, Lord. Indigenous, we are checking in on Thursday morning, June the 12th. 12, 13, 14, 15. And then we're coming back on Sunday, June the 15th. So we get to go 3 nights and 4 days. Last year, I got to go to the beach 1 night. My mom took us for 1 night. We're going to Panama City Beach. I'm so ready. It's like 49 days. I'm going to be counting down. Counting down. It's literally probably been 5 years since I could even afford to take my kids on a beach trip. Ever since I got divorced, I've been doing nothing but trying to get myself back in a financial place to take care of us even. I do love y'all, Alex. I do. So this is the first year. Last year, my mom took us for 1 night. But this is the first year since all that went down in 2019 that I've been able to actually take them somewhere for like that long of a period. You know, not just 1 night, at least it's 3, you know. So anybody that's going through it, just remember you do recover if you just keep going. I love you too, Ann. You just have to not give up and keep working. Keep your head down, stay to yourself, and work. And you can dig yourself out of any hole. I'm proof. Pray. And don't have to expect yourself to pray any certain way. Just be you when you pray. You know? And just give it your best. That is true, Alex. Capricorns are resilient. Ace of Swords reversed, 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands reversed. I do feel like this person's not authentic, Bree. Because the 7 of Wands, look at her. She's in a bubble protecting her energy. This person might say things to you that aren't the whole truth. Ace of Swords reversed. So yeah, be very mindful how close you let them get and how quickly you let them get there. Because when you just told me you think they're saying things too good to be true, that's probably correct. That inner gut feeling you have, that's spirit protecting you. Oh, bye, Matt. I didn't know you was leaving. Have a good night. But 7 of Wands, Bree. You very welcome, baby. Okay, Ann, what was your question, Ann? I forgot. My brain be jumping all over the place. Ann asked me something a while ago. It finally rained today, and I was so glad because the pollen is so bad here. I was hoping it would just wash the trees off a little bit. I've been freaking Okay, thank you, Mark. I've been gargling with salt water because my throat be getting sore. That junk works too, by the way. See you later, Matt. You have a good night, baby. Energy check for Ann. Energy check for Ann. Energy check for Ann. Strength card in the upright. Nine of Wands reversed. Three of Cups reversed. Ten of Cups in the upright. Ace of Cups at the bottom. So this is about like, it's almost like instead of an energy check, it feels more like advice. Like what's best for you in the next, just say current week, few days, whatever, is kind of like only allowing the people in your inner circle around, like whether that's your kids, if you have a sister or a cousin or a friend that you're close to. Because this Ten of Cups is like two ladies sitting on the rainbow with two little kids in the background, right? And then the Strength card is here. The Strength card can be about withholding your communication or withholding your energy from certain people, right? And the Ace of Cups can be about self-love. Three of Cups reversed is about not going out and doing things around a bunch of people. Nine of Wands reversed. So you can just let your guard down and relax and be you. Kind of stay in your inner circle, like it's better for you. It's almost like that's like what the doctor ordered. You just need to kind of like be around your inner circle, the people that you can be truly who you are, your authentic full self. Not anybody that you have to, we all have to put on a mask sometimes, right? Me, you, everyone on the planet has to do it to some form. Not in an unhealthy way, but it's just part of being a human. You go put to work, you put on your work face. You go home, and then as long as you're by yourself, you can be you. But you get around certain friends, you have to put on your friend face. It's saying like just you need a break from all that if possible. If you can, just kind of keep your energy to yourself with your inner circle. And that's something that'll probably renew you. But even on this Strength card, she's like half of her face is a line and half of it's her regular face. So that's where I got the idea about the mask thing, right? And I can't help but think maybe it's your kids because even that looks innocent. And then the kids in the background here. Like being around just you and your kids maybe for the next few days. Try to like cut off the outside people if possible. Not in a bad way, in a peaceful way. She be having paint on her face too. And Marky said you be having paint on your face like this woman, Ann. You welcome, Ann. Thank you for helping me in my chat. He talking shit. Marley, do you work on the weekends? Nope, I do not. Thank the Lord. I just work Monday through Friday. Only unless they have to call me for something like that, but not really actually going to work. I'm very glad I don't have to work on the weekend. I get the weekend to chill. Ann said she does it. She has neon paint on there right now. Mark be calling it. Yeah, that's the Leo card, the Strength card. Yes, sweet taboo. I like Domino's pizza. I haven't had Domino's pizza in years. Thank you, Sweet Taboo. Dove and peace. Will I have steadiness in life after all the setbacks? I can pull you a card for that, Dove and peace, but I'm going to pull you an advice card. Oh, that sounds good. We ate Pizza Hut yesterday, and I got a stuffed crust meat lovers. That's the one me and Gage always get. A new Parmesan stuffed crust. I don't think we have a Domino's close by. Maybe like an hour from here. What'd you eat, Marky? Marky done ate some good food. I literally made what we call Gilmore Girls supper, where you put all this frozen stuff on this big cookie sheet and you cook it in the oven for 30 minutes. We made like waffle fries, tater tots, fish sticks, dinosaur nuggets, and I think that was it. Sometimes we'd be putting cheese sticks on there. That's when I don't want to cook. That's what I be doing. All right, Dove and peace. Let's see what comes out for you. Will I have steadiness in life after all the setbacks? I have found, Dove and peace, in my world when I have like plenty of setbacks and it's really close together. First, just accepting that it's life. And secondly, keep your prayer life going, whatever that means for you. And thirdly, deny, choose, and be, which means that you're going to accept its life, but you're going to choose the version of yourself that's going up the mountain. Your mindset is like, in my opinion, is like at least 85% of the battle. What you're doing internally is what truly matters to make your outer world bend and change. I truly believe that. So that's the key to getting through the setbacks. Also, another thing that's helped me is becoming accountable to myself for my setbacks, for my obstacles and challenges. All the things that's happened in my life are a result of the decisions I've made up until this point. And just accepting that and forgiving yourself for whatever you need to. Don't have any hate towards yourself for any of it. Accept it as a learning experience. And internally choose to believe that you're going up the mountain. You've had a rough time. You've learned whatever you've learned. You're grateful for what it taught you. But you're going to change your internal world. Anytime you change your internal world, your outer world must shift. Not sometimes, not maybe. It must shift. As within, so without. So if you keep having rocky starts, challenges, setbacks, and obstacles, and it feels like you're just getting bombarded with it, that means something internally needs to shift. You can do it with as simple as an affirmation every day that you say over and over in your mind. If you don't even know where to start because everything sucks, something as simple as everything in my life is perfect. Anytime you're doing anything that's a boring activity, think that to yourself. I've literally done it to the point where I give myself a headache. I wouldn't advise doing that, but I've done it before. It will change things, but you just have to be persistent, because what you're doing is you're internally choosing a different version of you, which gets a new timeline. You're taking your power back from whatever it is that's got a hold of you in your 3D world. Page of Swords reversed. Nine of Cups reversed. So I do feel like you're justified in feeling the way you feel. Nine of Cups reversed can feel like you feel a sense of emptiness, sadness, anger, or pain, or something low vibrational as a result of whatever's happening in your 3D world. Nine of Cups reversed. So again, this is about you changing internally in spite of whatever's happening in your 3D world. That takes true strength to do that. It takes discipline. But that's what's required for you to change what you're talking about that's setting you back. The good thing is acknowledging that you can do it. Start tomorrow. If you like to journal, start to script different affirmations. That things that you're grateful for that haven't even happened yet. And you have nothing to lose. If everything's going shitty, you have nothing to lose by doing any of the things I've told you. Try it. Give yourself a homework assignment for the next 6 months. Do a little and everything of whatever I've just said about choosing your new reality. And then when the circumstances pop up, just remember, deny, choose, and be. Deny that whatever is happening is permanent. Choose that you're becoming a new version to get a new timeline. And be, you're being that person without the proof in your reality. The proof must come. All you got to have is the faith of a mustard seed. That's a little ass seed. Have you ever seen a picture of a mustard seed? But it makes a huge tree. That little seed of faith is all that's required. But it just takes time and persistence. It's about shifting this and this, your heart and mind. That's the important thing. And you shift it for 3 or 4 days, and then some bad thing happens, and then we just want to go back to the same mentality. I'm talking about myself right now. But you just have to persist. Rewind it every time you need somebody to remind you to right here. Timestamp this in the comments. I don't care. And remind yourself that it's up to you. You have to change your heart and mind. You're very welcome, baby. Who is coughing back there? They need to take a Benadryl. Emmy, are you coughing? Come get a Benadryl. This dang pollen be doing too much. Is there anybody in here that I didn't do a question for that got like skipped or whatever you want to call it? If you asked a question and I didn't answer it, just let me know. Marky has one. What's yours, Marky? He said he always gets skipped. I didn't know you asked one. My bad. He's over here teasing me, trying to make me feel bad. I'm going to get Milton on Marky tonight. I'm going to tell Milton go pick on Marky. That's my passed on grandpa. Gina. Yeah, he's annoying, so I'm not going to tell him that. Gina, you have to ask for, if you want a free one reading, you just ask a yes or no question, baby, and I'll give it to you. Sweet Taboo, does Abdul have good energy towards our relationship and me? Well, let's see. Chickadee. Emily McMullen. Emily. She gonna ignore me because I want her to take a Benadryl. I know she hears my big mouth. Okay, Mark. I'll give you one from the Moon Oracle. And I don't know what the name of this one is, but it's fun. And one from both of those. All right. Does Abdul have good energy towards Sweet Taboo? Gina, this is because I've actually done it before. Don't date your coworkers, Gina. Eight of Wands reversed, Ace of Wands reversed, and the Fool energy. So if this is a new connection, Sweet Taboo, this person is willing to jump in or take a leap of faith. If you and this person have been together for a little while or you've known each other and it's not new, they are willing to take a new approach or a new way of doing things, or it's the Fool energy. And I know if you watch tarot, you would know that. The Fool card, right? It's old. So they would like to take a new leap of faith with you. But they feel like you and them have communication blocks with the Eight of Wands reversed. And it burns them out in some way. Ace of Wands reversed. So they feel like you and them have obstacles and challenges communication-wise, and it gets them flustered, but they still want to give it another shot in some way. If you're together actively, they want to make it happen. They want to take a new approach, but they still feel like there's obstacles and challenges when it comes to communicating with each other. All right, Gina, you said, and then Mark, you'll be next, baby. Gina said, will we reconcile, though? Did you get the Benadryl?
I don't want to go to sleep.
I don't care. You got to take the Benadryl.
That's why when I lay down, so I just stand up. Like, bro.
Go take a Benadryl.
Because if I stand up, it's fine. So it's like,
do y'all hear this kid talking about it's only when I lay down, so I'm just going to stand
bro,
up?
that's fine.
You're welcome, Sweet Taboo.
That name made me want some sweet tea.
Mark said, hey, friend.
Hi, friend.
She said, hey, friend. Gina, so I'm just going to tell you like I tell everybody else. When something in your reality is not happening the way you want it to, the only thing you can control is the energy internally. So you got to change internally. If something bad always keeps happening. Hangman. I'm asking if y'all gonna reconcile. Hangman and the Two of Swords reversed. So I'm not saying it's impossible for you to reconcile, but that's not going to happen in the very near future because the Hangman is here. This can be about stagnant energy, and it's not that anything good is happening or bad. It's just like a lull in between you and them. So if I was you, I would use this time to become a new version of me. Well, one thing to know and remember is if someone can sway that person from being with you or around you, then they're not as important as you think they are. It may hurt in the moment, but one day you'll look back and say, I was actually being protected if this didn't work out. It could still work out, but I'm just saying if it doesn't, even though it hurts right now, someone who can pull you away, they're not the best for you anyway because they can be swayed from others' opinions. You know what I'm saying? But Hangman says right now it's like a lull or a stagnant energy between y'all. So it's not a no or a yes. It's kind of like a lull. Yeah, see, listen to Alex. He's got the advice right there. Starting tomorrow, wake up and work on you. Get you a robotic affirmation, something simple that you can remember. I know I say the same thing over and over, but everything in my life is perfect. When you have all kind of shit going wrong, it's the best thing to think internally. Think it all day when you're doing things that don't require any brain power, so that your mind is in a place where you're learning. The reason why I say to do the affirmation isn't really as important about the affirmation. It's more about the repetition and training the muscle of your mind. Because all this stuff out here is a reflection of everything in here. So training the muscle of your mind on what you focus your attention on will change your life completely. It takes time and persistence, though. All right, Marky, I'm going to give you some oracles. Gina, I just do one free question per live. So if you subscribe and come back, anytime I'm live, you can have one free question. I only do that so that everyone can get a chance to ask. So, all right, let's give Marky a moon oracle. Did you find the Benadryl? This girl done left and ignored me. The cool thing about it, whenever you train the muscle of your mind, I got a long way to go, by the way, on my mind. But what I've noticed so far with the progress I have made, I got plenty of progress left to make, but the more you can actually see the positive results happening in your reality. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's on you. But that's a good thing because you have the control. You just got to take your power back. Emily is an Aries. And let me tell you what, with the Scorpio moon, my son is a Taurus with a Aries moon. The Benadryl stubborn is an Aries with a freaking Scorpio moon. Like, what in the hell kind of Mars dynamic is that? Oh, God. Yes, hard-headed as a goat. All right. Oracle for Marky. Marky got the number 27, breaking down to a 9, and it says release. Everybody's problem ain't your problem, I feel like. And I'm not saying you just actually take on everybody's problems, Mark, but what I'm saying is you don't have to have everything on your shoulders. You know what I'm saying? It's about releasing it and figuring out what is your burdens, what truly is your problem. Narrowing down that list a little bit. Look at you. And then this one is resilience with the number 21 breaking down to a 3. I just said about broad shoulders, and look at this big old thing on this person's back. So yeah, that's confirmation that this is the message. Everything is not your problem. You're just someone who can naturally take it all on. But it's not always your fault. It's not always your problem. All right, let me give you some of these. Hey, Double O, yes, you can. It's a free yes or no. All right, let's give Marky some of these. Marky gets Aries, Taurus, Capricorns, all be hard-headed. Even Scorpio. You ain't lying. I know it's true. And why us Scorpios got to keep random-ass secrets that don't even matter? Fitting in is boring. Be fiercely you. I feel like you do that, Mark, unapologetically as an Aquarius. I don't think you ever try to just fit in. This is like something that you do anyway. Like, I don't even know why you got this card. Like, is Spirit trying to be funny? Are they trying to joke? Like, dang on. You already do that. Naturally, as you breathe, you do it. Like, what the heck? Why are they even going to say that? That's like Spirit telling me drink aloe water. Okay, if you insist, you know. Okay, what's this? Your biggest fear might just contain your greatest growth. I don't know what that's about. Sir Edward. I don't think we've ever got this card before. Your biggest fear might just contain your greatest growth. Doing something outside of the box or your comfort zone, or trying something new, or taking on a new hobby or a new job or a new thing. I don't know. Your biggest fear might just contain your greatest growth. And then the bottom of the deck says, everything that has ever happened formed the incredible being you are. Again, my annoying transmutation energy. Be grateful for all the things because it made you exactly who you are in this moment. So there you go, Marky Mark. Telling Mark to be himself, to not try to fit in. Means as soon as I get to what I want to do, I'll fear it because it gets annoyed. Because you get annoyed. You be getting annoyed. You have to grow through the annoyance. We all be giving Marky a hard time without even meaning to, I think. Yes, it was. You very welcome, Mark. Is everybody through with me? I want to wash my face and go find my blankie. Did I skip anybody? We be giving Mark a hard time without even realizing it, don't we? Oh, Batty. All right, you can repost yours and I will do Devaya. Just repost it, Batty. Is it a good idea to buy the piece of land Giovanni wants to sell me? Is it a good idea for Devaya to buy the piece of land? I don't remember that one. Somebody asked about somebody coming back in 2027, bro. I must have skipped that one. Yes, Alex. I love some aloe water. I finally done figured out the only place I can find this brand is CVS. I didn't see the 2027 person. Really, NASA? Well, me saying that was not me. It was straight up God giving me the words to say it. I can promise you that. But ain't that something? You've been literally cleaning out your closets for new dresses, and that came out, metaphorically it came out in your reading. That's like, makes me just want to put an extra thank you, God, in my prayers. That's just how God does stuff. All right. The piece of land, Knight of Swords, Five of Pentacles. So I feel like you need to pay extra close attention to the value of the land versus what you're paying for it, okay? Because the Knight of Swords is here. Don't take any quick action. Because the Five of Pentacles can be about being short on money in some way. So all I'm going to say is, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. The Knight of Swords is not a bad energy. Just slow it down a little bit and really think it through and get the proper advice from the proper people before you buy it. Maybe look at the tax history on what the purchase price has been, what the sale price has been. Is everything fair? Is everything legit, you know, on how much you're paying for it? And if that's good, then do it. But Spirit is saying just slow it down a little bit. Don't rush in. Knight of Swords is kind of quick. You just thank God, NASA. I thank God, you thank God, and we'll be on the right side of things. All right, I skipped Batty. And then Sky says, yes, Sky. Just post your question, Sky, and I'll get you after Batty. You're welcome, Nevia. All right, Batty, you said, are my co-workers trying to bring me down? They can only bring you down if how? You allow them to. So basically, whenever you're putting that on another person, now I'm not saying a person don't get on your nerves. I'm just saying you might have to put up boundaries. So that part's on who? That's on you, right? And I'm not saying we don't have to go work at toxic jobs and we need money, so we have to keep going till we get another one. It could be a legit claim about a person outside of you, but based on what's going on internally, that's the part you can control, which is how you deal with it. Just don't forget that. All right, are your coworkers trying to bring you down? I hope I be saying your name right. I say NASA, NASA. Six of Wands reversed. And the King of Wands in the upright at the bottom. Okay, good. I'm glad you told me that because I'll be wondering if I say it right. So, Batty, this feels like something you may be good at or some positive quality you have that these people don't want the attention put on you for that positive thing. So there's something, even if you don't see it within yourself, that one person or multiple people at your work sees in you. And people are easily prone to jealousy, especially in a workplace that's not a healthy one. They always want to get the upper hand or the next best thing, and they're always worried about the next person not getting something better than them. You know, those kind of energies. I do feel like it's that, but it's not specifically towards you. Don't take it personal. Whoever this is picking up on, this is just who this person is. So all you have to do is shine bright like a diamond, put your best work and effort into your job each day, do the best you can with whatever your job is, your job description, and don't open up and be too vulnerable and tell these people too much about you. They're your co-workers. That's all they are. So don't let it get to you, right? I feel like you're better at something or you have a positive attribute about you that they don't want the attention on. But it's just who this person is. It's not you. So don't take it personal. It's just who they are. Whether you're there or not, they still have this energy. So it's how you deal with it that's important. So that's where your power is. That's where your control is. How you respond to this. And how you respond is A, do the best you can at your work. And B, don't tell these people anything that you wouldn't want on the front page of the newspaper and you'll be good to go. Don't allow the way who they are to affect who you are, basically. All right. Sky, did you want to post your question, baby? Somebody save me from myself. Sky must have left it. Well, I reckon that's everybody. One more, last call. If I missed anybody or I didn't get your question answered, just let me know. And if not, oh, there's Sky. It's very sad, but will he finally come home? All right, Sky. I was at work the other day. That name Sky made me think of this, and I was trying to take a message for someone, and she was asking about a phone she wanted repaired. And I said, okay, I can take your name down and your phone number. And I said, what's your name, please? And she said, Winter Blizzard. I thought I done took too much Benadryl. Kaiser, yes, you can do a super chat, baby. So I thought I took too much Benadryl. So I called the girl that does all the phone repairs, and I'm like, here's this lady's phone number. She wants a price for her phone to be repaired. And she said, well, what's her name? And I said, honestly, I think I took too much Benadryl, because I think she told me her name was Winter Blizzard. And she started laughing at me. She's like, okay, well, I just won't mention her name when I call her, and then I'm going to let you know what her name is. She called me back. She's like, Marley, the girl's name is Winter Blizzard. I'm like, what a funny name. Hey, Aisha Smith, how are you, baby? All right, will he finally come home to Sky? Will he finally come home to Sky? High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune. I think yes. As long as you don't chase this person and take a bunch of action, yes. The Wheel of Fortune is a positive momentum card. It's a yes card. So I know the way you worded it makes me feel like it would be no, but this is it. I'm just telling you what I got, Sky. Yes. As long as you don't take a bunch of action trying to chase him down, you good to go. Thank you, Kaiser. What's Erica the Pisces' true thoughts and feelings for me, the Scorpio, at this time? Scorpio and Pisces energy. You welcome, Sky. That's magical madness. When it's good, it's great. Here, I'm going to use this one. What's Erica's true thoughts and feelings for Kay the Scorpio? You are very welcome, Sky. Be the High Priestess, baby. Choose to work on yourself, becoming the best version of yourself, while you let all that outer stuff take care of itself, because I got a yes. Kaiser said, I don't know. I thought we're compatible, but here I am. Hey, Fiona, how are you, baby? 6 shuffles for Kaiser. Erica the Pisces, true thoughts and feelings for the Scorpio at this time. I feel that on a deep level, Kaiser. Erica the Pisces. Ace of Wands reversed. The first thing with the Ace of Wands reversed is some sort of frustration. 5 of Wands. But with the 5 of Wands, yes, it is, you know, conflict or drama or pettiness or whatever, but at the same time, it's always very much things that challenges and obstacles that can be overcome when you sit down and have a talk. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's impossible things. 6 of Pentacles reversed. Something is imbalanced. There's one person here that overgives and one person that overtakes. And this doesn't have to be about anything specifically. When the Six of Pentacles reverse comes up, it can be something as simple as one person is very vulnerable and they show how they're feeling and they're very honest and they just lay it all out, while the other person is doing the exact opposite. So it creates an imbalance and then you have conflict. So I don't know what the giving and taking thing is here, but something is unbalanced. One side or the other. Whatever one person is doing, the other one is doing the exact opposite in the other direction. Whether it's being, following through with messages or calls or communication or vulnerability. That's me with being expressive and she's more reserved. Got you. So that is also taking a toll on the connection. So what I would say is, of course, you can't control what she expresses and how reserved she is, but you can control how much vulnerability you bring to the connection. I'm not saying wall up and mirror her exactly, but I'm saying if you want to try to balance out the scales a little bit, come up a little bit to the surface. She's mutable with a Pisces. I don't know what else is in her chart, but just try to come up to the surface a little bit. Take a little more of a lighthearted approach so that she might, with time, if you are talking to her at all, maybe she would feel more like she could be in an environment to open up, right? You can't force her to open up. I know you know that, but with the Six of Pentacles reversed, it seems like maybe if you're the one expressing, it's a little bit too far in comparison to what she's given, so it creates an imbalance. And you could be the one feeling the frustration whenever you're trying to be very vulnerable and lay it all out and she's not giving you anything. So that might break down some of that. That might tame your frustration. You won't be as frustrated because of the way you're approaching it in the meantime, because you don't deserve someone who's totally reserved if you're willing to give it all. What else? Hangman. So overall right now, it doesn't feel like a lot of change. It feels like some sort of stagnant energy between the two of you. But the main thing I see is an imbalance. And since you're you're telling me she's the reserved one and you're the one that's being all out there with it, maybe one thing you could do is kind of pull back a little bit. It might curb your frustration. Just know that the obstacles and challenges that are between you with the Five of Wands, it's not something that's created permanent damage. In my opinion, the Five of Wands is not permanent damage. It's more like challenges and obstacles that you and her, if you can get on the same page, would just become stronger as a result of overcoming them. But in this moment, it's more like a stagnant energy that you can't do a whole lot to really tip the scales in this moment, because the Hangman is here. It's not like it's improving or declining, kind of like a lull. But the Lover's card, again, in the upright, my card that says there's permanent damage in a connection is when this card shows me in the reverse. It means there's been things said or done to the other person, and one or both people feels as if there's too much damage to fix it. This is still fixable. Maybe you just need to take a more lighthearted approach and allow her to naturally, organically get to where you are as far as like being ready to be vulnerable. That's the only thing you can do. She feels an intense connection with you. If you're wondering that, she may not be showing you that, but I'm just telling you, whatever you feel for her, it's mutual. It's not like you're feeling it and she's not, because the Lovers is upright. So there's nothing here that's permanently damaged. This feels like a pothole in the road, a hiccup, a challenge, an obstacle. The main thing you can even really control is just taking a more lighthearted approach to her and giving her a little bit of time and trying to be patient to see what happens. that will probably curb your frustration in the meantime, and then allow her to naturally, hopefully, give in to this intense ass connection y'all are feeling. Because that Lover's in the upright, it may intimidate her to feel that connected to someone. She might not have ever felt that before. Well, thank you, Fiona. 3 of Swords. That feels painful. 8 of Swords reversed. So I don't know if this person has a recent heartbreak, because I'm pulling cards to clarify the top. And whatever this is something that's still in her energy strongly, and it is from the past. 6 of Swords reversed. And then when I step back, because I feel like I'm so confused, she's all over me. It's a push and pull dynamic. So either you or her won. I don't know who this is. But 6 of Swords reversed is some sort of pain, heartbreak. 3 of Swords, 6 of Swords reversed, that somebody hasn't moved on from. And it's affecting how she's treating this connection or how you're treating it. I'm not sure. But so if you're telling me when you pull back, she's all over you, when she gets into that energy of being all over you, remember that there's an imbalance here. Tame the scales. Lighthearted approach. Give in if she calls. If she's all over you, that's okay. You can reciprocate. Just don't go too deep and don't be too vulnerable. Keep it kind of above the water. It doesn't mean you don't have to have feelings. It's just what you're showing her is not as much vulnerability, so you can give her time to catch up. Supposedly is her ex from high school, hurt her a lot. Never got a chance to really find out what truly happened. Whatever it was is, for her, is pain that's still there. And I don't think she wants this person back. I just think it's affecting the way she's treating this connection. So it's manifesting into your connection with her. So I hope that made sense, Kaiser. Don't get discouraged, because at the end of the day, there's no permanent damage here. There's a mutual intense connection that both people feel. So it's possible to handle it as long as you kind of like tiptoe with the energy and try to tame it. Tame the frustration by taking a more lighthearted approach, I think. So you have to let me know if that works. You try that out for a few weeks, and then you just come back by and say, hey, Miss Marley, you did a reading and told me to do so-and-so, because I be forgetting my readings. And let me know if it worked, okay? You're very welcome. Because I've like had this epiphany lately, like no matter what's happening in your world, of course you can't control that other person, but the power is when you control how you respond. And I've heard that all my life, but it never really sunk in, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it's almost like I had a light bulb moment about it. Like, it is so true. Whatever version you get of any person is based on the version you're being. That's deep. So no matter what aspect of a person you're getting, it all comes back to you at the end of the day. I'm not saying you should be around toxic people and all that, but I'm just talking about in general. Whatever version you're being is what version you're getting outside. That's right, Sky. You got it, baby. Focus on you. Focus on becoming the best version of you that's headed down the timeline that is the best for you. We can't control what others do, only what we do. Exactly. And so I know we've all heard that a million times, but if you really let it sink in and do a little bit of experimenting with people, like, okay, I'm going to approach it this way. They're shooting this sort of energy at me. This is just an energy game, right? So I'm going to give them this sort of energy, and you don't have to tell them anything. Your energy is something that is something you can't fool the universe with, right? So you have to try to become as skilled of an energy worker as you can. What energy am I going to respond with here? What is for my best and highest good in this moment? How can I respond? That's where my power lies. It's easy to forget it whenever somebody triggers you. That's my problem. When I get triggered, all of that goes out the window and I'm like, just acting out whatever circumstance happens. I'm responding and acting crazy. But if we could stop for 5 seconds and remember that and then act from that place, it's a whole nother reality. Fiona, not necessarily mirror back what you're receiving. So I'm going to give you an example of what I mean. Like with the Kaiser reading, I said there was an imbalance. Remember, 6 of Pentacles reversed, right? So there was an imbalance. And so he identified the imbalance. He said that he was very vulnerable. This is my words, but I'm just telling you how it made me feel. He was vulnerable. He just laid it all out on the table. And the girl is very reserved. She's holding back everything, right? So you got imbalance because everything must be everything must be balanced in order to be successful. So if you're oversharing, you're being very vulnerable, and she's very reserved, you got two opposites of the spectrum. So don't necessarily mirror her and become very reserved, because then you got a standoff. So what you would do to balance it out a little bit is, instead of being very deep and vulnerable with someone who's very reserved and not willing to show you their heart yet, just take a more lighthearted approach. You can still be expressive, but in a lighter way. It takes the pressure off. And with natural time, she'll organically open up if it's meant to happen. Everybody ain't going to open up, but it makes the energy more favorable for her to open up, basically. So not necessarily mirror that person, but just express the energy that'll help balance out whatever dynamic you're in. You see? So if it's kind of like what duality, right? So there's always white and black, light and dark, up and down, left and right. So whatever you're dealing with, you become the thing that can help balance that dynamic out. Just don't do it when it's a toxic person, of course. What you should do with them is, if they're treating you like shit, set your boundaries out of love for yourself. But just in general life, if you can become that thing that, make it more emotionally balanced. Yeah. So you become more lighthearted about it. And eventually you can get back to the deep vulnerabilities as that person naturally opens up, but it helps balance it out. John, did you ask me a question? Because I feel like you did, and I don't remember what it was. Exactly, Sky. What was your question, John? And Fiona, if you asked me one, I didn't see it either, baby. So just let me know if you did. Does Katie, I'm going to say C, because I can't tell if that's does C have feelings for John? Yes, I love it too. And it's reminding me of duality. That's the basic way I can, like the yin yang symbol, Oh, it's Katie in Portuguese. Okay. Does Katie have feelings for John? And honestly, y'all, that's why I be like obsessed with all the spiritual laws. Like I be like reading about them and stuff. Because if we apply the spiritual laws to our daily life, of course, in a day or two, you're not going to be able to tell. But if you're persistent with those spiritual laws, you're going to see results, because it's how nature operates. Humans just don't always remember to operate like nature does, We have free will and we mess up things sometimes.
B-I-C-T-H. And in that order.
You misspelled it.
I know, it was a reference.
Oh. Did you take that Benadryl?
Sure.
Girl. Does Katie have feelings for John? Like the spiritual law of balance, there's duality, there's the law of vibration. You hear her lying to me, Mark? She said, sure. That's how I know she was lying. Three of Swords, John. The Queen of Cups is at the bottom. So this person has heartbreak in their energy. So having feelings for you, it's like this person needs to heal from some sort of heartbreak first. They're a Queen of Cups. They're very nurturing in general. This would probably be someone that you'd have to be friends with first because they got heartbreak in their energy. The Three of Swords is here. So whoever they've been romantically engaged with before now is like it's painful and it's still there. So like to me, I would say you could have to be this person's like friend or companion before you can be more than that. Not that they're not capable of emotional feelings and love. They're a Queen of Cups. But the Three of Swords is here. And whenever your heart is broken, you're not capable to hold true, authentic feelings for someone. You know, you can pretend, but when you, whatever this Three of Swords is there is kind of like the challenge or the obstacle for Katie. Mark be recognizing my child's lies. And Fiona, did you have a question, baby? I think Mark knows how to pronounce it because there's a guy that comes in his room. Sky, especially in this deck. Let me find where that card is now. I done lost it. But the Three of Swords in this deck is just heart-wrenching is the word that comes to mind. Like the artwork in this deck is awesome. But also the Three of Swords, when you're not talking about romance, or when you are, but you're not talking about like something serious enough to be heart-wrenching, the Three of Swords or the Three of Cups reversed, it can be like a third energy that creates a blockage or obstacle between two people. Like let's say that someone is a workaholic. They've like been so into their career for the past 12 years and then they get with someone that they truly care about. But that job or career takes a toll on the connection so much until it ends up ruining it because of that third energy. So the third energy or the third party is freaking the work or the career. But it all ends up being pain in your heart, you know, whenever you're losing something you love. But this is the card. Doesn't she look like she's just like pain everywhere? Good night, Anne. Literally heart-wrenching. Like the picture is just in this deck. Probably can't see it good because my light's so dim in here. Let's see if I can. There you go. Maybe that's better. But the face that she's making, and it's like it looks like she's been cut down the middle of her heart. And she's screaming. Make me sad. John said that it's pronounced as Zoal. Zoal. I can't say that. The J sound is like the sh sound in shave. Shual. Jual. 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 Am I doing it? Am I doing it? Joao. Joao. Mark is like, help me, Jesus, quit trying to talk in Portuguese. Does E have feelings for Fiona? You should get into journaling, Sky. I literally love it because, let me show y'all my fat journal. This journal has 1,000 pages in it, okay? All this is the paint that from I had over the years on it. And it's got my name on it. And then it says it's all on the wheel, karma. Like I had it engraved or whatever. And it has no lines in it. So you can draw, you can put stickers, you can write, you can do whatever you want, and you can just be free with it, right? Whatever you want. Like you can color, you can write. I mean, you can do what you want. And it gives you like an outlet. It's my outlet. I've literally wrote to like page, there's 1,000 pages in here. And I filled it up to 407. And I have way more than this one, but this is my favorite one. Like, I love this journal. It's like hand-cut pages on the edges, so they're all like jagged. I don't know. It's my favorite one. Thank you, Fiona. He said he just takes John because he has people in Canada too. Does E have feelings for Fiona? Okay. That was my whole repeating message from the university yesterday was journal, journal, journal. Why don't you have a journal? So when I was a teenager, I did have a journal, and my mother read the journal, and she was a really messed up kind of unit, and she really used it against me. Yep, and then that makes you scared to express it, Sky. So what you should do is get one that you kind of have that's maybe big enough to tote around with you, right? If it's really therapeutic for you to have the journal. And then whenever you get to the last page on that journal, burn the thing. If you have anybody that you feel like would do that to you, and then like tote it in a purse or something. So that way it's kind of like always in. Mark said, I wrote on page 777, I met a guy named Mark and he read me and scared me. Accurate. All right, Fiona, let's see if they have feelings for you. He ain't lying. I remember saying that day when he came in my life, I'm like, I'm going to piss my pants. I remember that. I was like, I'm gonna piss my pants, man. Now I done got like, it's just naturally, like I just am used to it. 9 of Cups reversed and the Empress reversed. So Fiona, I feel like this person is emotionally empty or codependent in some way. So it makes it where there's like a void in their heart. I'm not saying they don't have interest in you, but when it comes to true feelings that you can grow into a connection, the Empress is reversed. So the thing that's like the challenge or obstacle here is them becoming emotionally independent within themselves. It's like they don't have the capacity to have a true authentic connection that can be successful. Not saying it can't work, you can't make it work, they can fix this, but that's their main blockage in this moment. So let me just ask if they're interested in you at all, because that just feels like a blockage card. Like you'll end up hitting a brick wall with this person. Hey, Jasmine, how are you, baby? Nine of Wands, Knight of Swords. Yeah, like you could have communication with them, but when it comes to actual feelings, the Nine of Wands is here. It's like a guarded energy. All right, will Aisha see Chris this weekend? You're welcome, Fiona. Will Aisha see Chris this weekend? Will Aisha see Chris this weekend? Yeah, I see what you meant, Sky. Devil reversed and the Six of Cups reversed. That feels like a no, but I'm going to get one more card. Ten of Pentacles. I feel like they're going to blame it on something that they have to, some sort of responsibility they have. Like an example would be work. It don't have to be work, but they're going to say something they have to do, and it's going to be probably not. The Knight of Wands reversed, he could randomly show up, but it's more than a 50% chance of no, Aisha. All right, just me. Is Faith missing me? Is Faith missing me? You're welcome, Aisha. Is Faith missing me, says just me. The Sun card and the Three of Cups reversed. I say yes, because the Sun card is here and this deck is a boy and a girl looking dead at each other. Huh? Good night, I love you. But I don't know if they're willing to express that. The Three of Cups is reversed. And the King of Cups is under that. So this is like they internalize the way they feel or what they think about you. They're not really good at expressing it or bringing it to the surface, but they do miss or admire you in some way. Jasmine Lily Lee, will I get an interview with Mackenzie? Will Jasmine get an interview with Mackenzie? You welcome, just me. Will Jasmine get an interview with Mackenzie? Two of Cups reversed. No, Lovers reversed. Two of Cups upright. That's so weird. I said Two of Cups reversed and the Two of Cups upright was at the bottom. I got to get another card to see because that feels like a yes and a no in the same answer. Will Jasmine get an interview with Mackenzie? Page of Swords reversed. Knight of Pentacles reversed. King of Swords reversed. I feel like there's some sort of obstacle. It's like Mackenzie likes you or admires you or something about your resume is good to this person, but something's going to happen. Either that you're going to get the interview, but you're not, if it's for a job, you're going to get the interview, but not the job. Or this person, there's someone else involved that has the authority to pick. There's some sort of blockage here. But as far as Mackenzie goes, they're either going to like your resume or whatever qualities. There's something about you that they admire or like. But there's someone else outside of Mackenzie that has some sort of authority. Or either there's going to be more than one person interviewed, something like that. I don't know exactly, but some sort of blockage. Jasmine Lily Lee flows out. You're welcome, Jasmine. Okay, did I get everybody that time? I want to make sure I got everybody that waited around because I don't want y'all waiting around for a free question and then me not doing it for you. So if you're still in here and I didn't give you a free question, I'll give y'all about another minute to let me know. Me, Alice, what's your question, baby? She said, me, damn it, me. Does Shri want a serious relationship with me? All right, what deck I'm going to use? Does S want a serious relationship with Alice? We done hung out for 2 hours today, y'all. It goes by so fast when I get on here sometimes. It's weird. You just get in the flow and it just goes by. I got to figure out when I can do that live with the 90s cartoons. And maybe we can do it on TikTok. I know, Mark. It's a damn miracle. I be going weeks without coming on here. Then I come on here and I don't want to get off. Kind of like when you have to make a little kid get in the tub. Hey, BB. Does S want a serious relationship with Alice? I'm doing good, BB. How about you? Seven of Pentacles reversed. Three of Swords reversed. High Priestess reversed. Star. Nine of Swords reversed. It feels flippy floppy, Alice. It don't feel like a no, but then I feel like the more you invest in this person, you may end up feeling like you're not getting the results that you deserve for what energy you're putting in. So it's kind of like on the fence energy. It's not no. Like if they were asked this question with a lie detector test put up to them, they wouldn't sit there and say no. They might even say yes, but then it's like the actions they take or how they contribute to the connection, it's not going to feel like to you it's the definition of a serious relationship. So don't over-invest in this person. That's my advice to you with the Seven of Pentacles reversed. It's okay to try it out, but just don't over-invest in them because you don't want to waste your energy over an extended period of time. You may end up saying, I'm not getting any results here. We're not getting to the serious relationship because they feel on the fence to me. Where there are two cats taking care of their kittens together. The boy cat even helped the girl cat give birth. That's so nice. You're welcome, Alice. So you're watching it live? You're watching some kitty cats live. I've never really heard of that happening. The boy cat helping the mama cat. Oh my God. I didn't know they would do that. I've seen channels where they have like birds, like they'll have like a bald eagle in their nest, and then they'll have the eggs in there and they'll have it live so that you can watch them when they finally hatch. So they're like a cat shelter. All right, BB says, will I get into the AIFP program and become a SEO fellow? All right, let's see, BB. Will you get into the program and become an SEO fellow? Will BB get into this program? Very home life. These are very cool. That's so cool. Will BB get into the AIFP program? Death in the upright. Chariot and King of Cups. Yes. And you're going to have to become a new version of yourself in some way as you get into it. So it's going to take some transformation, some sort of habits or a way of thinking or learning new things or something, which is why the Scorpio card is here. But with the Chariot and the King of Cups, yes, you will. It's going to help you grow and evolve in some way. I have no idea what that program is, but I'm just saying based on these cards, This card brings victory and success. And with the white and black horse, there's duality. So there's going to be good and bad in it. There's going to be things you have to overcome, and that's going to change your frequency in some way. So it's going to help you mature and evolve as well. So you will do it. As long as you don't give up, you can do it. You can get in. Their names are Casper and Eddie. They are like a married couple. He loves to spend time with her and the kids. Before she gave birth, he always took his naps with her, even hugged her as he slept. That's so sweet. I done got emotionally attached to the dang cats on the live channel. You welcome, BB. I know how I am. I done got emotionally attached to them dang cats. I'm such a wimp when it comes to stuff like that. Yes, Fiona. Put it on here so I can screenshot it. Amen, Sky. We need somebody to take naps with that helps us with the kids. Yeah, we're going to have to check the kitty channel out. Okay, let me screenshot it. I got it. Tiny Kitten Headquarters, huh? That's so cute. How many subscribers do they have so I know I got the right channel? They help so many cats and kittens. Such a beautiful channel with Shelly running it. She is amazing. And probably, I bet she does the channel. Like if she's monetized and she has money to help with her kitty shelter, which is a good idea. That's such a good idea. Like if she gets a certain number of views, she could probably monetize it. Tiny Kitten Headquarters. They have 255K. I'm going to screenshot that too where I remember. I have the Pink Pony Club running in my head. I think I need Pink Pony Club. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Pink Pony Club. Da-da-da-da-da. Pink Pony Club. She's like, shit, please don't sing it. All right, y'all. I'm going to go because I have to get up like 5:30 in the morning for my last day of work this week. Hopefully, I'll be back on here tomorrow sometimes. So y'all come back later tomorrow night. We can do that tomorrow night. All right, I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a fabulous Friday. And if you ain't done it already, get you a dang journal. It's good for the inner child and the soul. Hey, Kaylee, how are you, baby? All right, me and my pink pony ass is going to bed. If Mark goes live, I'm coming in there with my blankie. All right, I see y'all tomorrow. Okay, love you. Bye.